Hi, my name is Colin Nygren. I'm a product specialist here at SciOps, and today I'm going to be showing you the Z200C+. This is the world's leading handheld carbon analyzer utilizing LIBS technology. It's been widely accepted by all the major pipeline, refinery, steel mills, and also all of the inspection companies working within those different areas. I'm going to start off by showing you some L-grade stainless steel analysis. This first sample that I'm going to do is a 316L. It's important to note that you should always grind your samples to prep them of any contamination before you do your analysis. I got that done before we start the video today. As you could see there, the test actually runs through a pre-burn where it cleans the surface. Then it goes through and takes 3 different tests and averages them together to come to your final result, as you can see here. Comes up as a 316L due to that low carbon, and if you scroll down you can see the rest of the alloying elements within the sample. Next I'm going to do a real-world sample. This is a 304L sample. So once again, as you can see, due to the low carbon in the sample, we are matching to a 304L, and once again you get the full elemental breakdown. The nice part about the LIBS instrument is that we are not limited to just doing a single type of alloy. Without pressing any buttons or doing anything fancy, we are able to go right into testing carbon steels. This right here is an API 5L piece of piping, and I will show you the analysis on this. Once I get the averages, I can hit complete, and it's going to roll over to that final result. And when you're testing with carbon steels, weldability is a big thing that people are curious about, and in order to measure that, you need the carbon equivalence. We do all of that for you. It's listed right on the screen, as you can see here. This specific sample is getting about 0.35 for its carbon equivalence, and it's listed we're using the IIW or the API equation. The last sample I have for you today is a piece of piping that's out of a nuclear power plant. This sample should have about 0.2 carbon in it. Let's see what we get. Once again, we have our 3 different averages. We see consistent carbon results there, so I'm going to hit complete and we'll roll over to our final result. Just like we had in that last sample that we did, we are going to see the carbon equivalence here of just under 0.3. So this is a safe piece of metal to do your welding on. That's all we've got for you today. Just a quick introduction to the SciAps Z200C Plus analyzer. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at SciAps and we can come to your facility and give you a live demonstration of our technology. Thanks for tuning in.
Okay, let's go mask-free today for this quick video. I'm Don Sackett, co-founder, CEO of SciAps, and today we're going to talk about this great new handheld X-ray analyzer for PMI. So let's start off with the home screen. This was designed for PMI. I'll show you why that's true in a second. When you hit analyze, you get a couple of choices. You get your general alloy testing, big part of PMI, but the latest hot topic is residuals. So we put a dedicated app on there to look at residuals, which is copper, chrome, nickel, niobium, vanadium. And the nice thing about that app is it dials in the calibration for those in steel and it reports the sums, and you can make a very quick determination if you're above or below that 0.15% threshold value. And then finally, it's got a sulfidic corrosion app on there. Same story, dialed in right on silicon and steels to know quickly if it's above or below 0.1% silicon. So the nice thing about doing this in an app-based format is if you're doing alloys, you want to test for maybe just a couple of seconds most things. But if you're doing residuals, you need to test about 15 seconds to see that nickel and that vanadium down around 0.01, 0.02. And if you're doing sulfidic corrosion, you need the two beams because you need the beam 1 to know it's a steel, you need the beam 2 to look at the silicon. So you don't want your operators having to fiddle with settings and change testing times in the field when they're going from application to application. So we put it all into some nice apps. They hit the button, the unit's pre-configured and ready to test. So let's do some residuals first. Oh, someday I'll learn to say that word. Take a simple quick sample, put it down here. Not to ignore my radiation safety training, you'll see after a few seconds you're getting your copper, your chrome, nickel, copper, vanadium. We'll scroll up to that niobium, but it also tells you your CNC value. It sums them up, about 0.14%. And so this would pass on chrome, nickel, copper. But you see it will fail the 0.03 threshold on niobium plus vanadium. Vanadium's nice and low, down around 0.12, but niobium in the sample's high, it's about 0.04. So that would fail on the niobium, vanadium, but it would pass on the copper, chrome, nickel, whatever your requirement is. And that is how you do residuals. Next, let's go back to our home screen and analyze, and we'll pick sulfidic corrosion. Same story. Now remember, this has been preset to be optimal calibrated and dialed in for sulfidic corrosion. Let's take this sample, hit the trigger. You'll see in a few seconds it says it's a steel. Flips over, there's your silicon result, just above 0.1%. Might want to fail that given how close it is to your threshold. Completed test in about 5 or 6 seconds. Now let's flip over to a different sample. Same thing, hit that trigger. After 1 second it's a steel. Now you're measuring your silicon. And you'll see this is a low one, this is down around 0.06. Silicon well below the 0.1% threshold. 5 or 6 seconds, you're done. So in about 15 seconds, you got a really solid residuals test. About 5 or 6 seconds, a really good sulfidic corrosion test. And if you're just doing simple alloy stuff all day long, that is easy, easy, easy. That is just about a 1 second test, 360 in and you're done. So that is the latest and greatest in X-ray technology. This thing is it's under 3 pounds, the latest one ever made. It's all metal body here, so it's got exceptional heat dissipation, exceptional durability, and it's just a beautiful design. You really want to try this. This thing is a joy to use all day long. Thank you.